right, let's do a brief audio and visual check. How's everybody doing tonight? I was trading fine before the trading day. No settings were changed. Get a few things set up on my end before we get going. Stopped out. Hopefully everything's all right. Everything's all right. Sound good. Good to go. Thanks, Coach Hoop. Thank you, Coach Hoop. Give me a few seconds. We'll get going. I'll make sure. All right, here we go. Welcome, Slow Markets, everybody. Welcome. I'm Coach Dakota, Coach DBA. As always, in the YouTube chat, there's our top step risk disclosure. Everything we go over is for educational purposes only. It's not financial advice. This is not a signals class. I repeat, it's not financial advice. It's not a signals class. But these markets are moving. You can see, got the live account. Got the live account here. Make sure we can see that nice and clean. And yeah, what's changed? We kind of had a consolidation day today. This is a daily chart on the NASDAQ. You can see we only get one new candle every single day on this, obviously. But we did get a sell-off down to 24,300. We have not quite broke down out of these lows. We're testing it though. We've tested it a few times, not once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. We've been trying to break down. I want to see the NASDAQ break down out of this range and maybe come down here and test these 23,800. So if we can get a nice clean breakdown, I can see 23,800s coming into play. We got to get a lot of momentum, though. Every single time I look at this market thinking that maybe we could sell off, we get some news, some headline hitting. We got crude sold off. Crude's down to $93.50. It was looking, during fast markets yesterday, it was looking like we might see $100 a barrel. But nope, we did not. We actually had a headline hit, I think, during Power Hour that caused this market to move. So if we zoom into an hourly chart, you can kind of see what I was referring to. During the New York session, we kind of had a lot of consolidation here at this 24,400. And basically the last 3 hours, we had a big rally at, honestly, 2 hours, right? We had a huge rally up to 24,690s. Now we're getting a bit of a pullback. This was Sunday's open right here on this candle. So there's that Sunday's open, March 15th. And we're right in the middle of that. We're right in the middle of that. We're, I guess, even for the week. I guess you could suppose. I guess we could say that, even for the week. I'd like to see this market go down. I'd like to see this market go down. I mean, we had this nice pullback. Is this a pullback? And are we going to look for continuation lower? Maybe. Obviously, headlines. This market's been reacting on headlines. You can see the last 15 minutes. Right at the start of Power Hour, we pumped up to these 24,670s, pullback, and kind of consolidating. Tonight, we had an open right around 24,600, consolidating. Now we're getting that pullback. Maybe we can come down and test 560s. Maybe we could test these 560s. Look to buy it up. Look to buy up these 560s. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Top of the hour. As soon as we start slow markets, we get that volatility in. Let's take a look at gold here. Take a look at gold. Good evening. Gold, I'm liking it. I'm long gold for a nice swing trade personal account. Remember that in the YouTube chat, there's our risk disclosure. But I am long gold. I'm in it to win it. We'll see. We had that big sell-off. So if we zoom out, let's zoom out. Take a look at this. We had that major sell-off at the beginning of the year when we was getting that crazy volatility. We pumped up all the way to 5,600 and we sold. Well, I think that was that big sell-off all the way down to 4,400 and we bounced off of it. Well, we got another nasty looking sell-off and this is a good looking 3-bar reversal. Now, I know it doesn't look like that on the daily. We got that nice wick. There's a nice level of support and resistance right around this 4,600 level. If I zoom into an hourly chart, you can see it pretty clearly. We had that consolidation, big wick, and consolidate, trying to break out to the long side. I did get in long. I'm leaning long on gold. And we'll see. This is a little bit of a swing trade. I'll talk more about it. Right now, I'm maybe even looking for some scalps. We're continuing to make higher lows, right? These nice looking higher lows. And so maybe we could get a nice push up here during slow markets. We're at 46.54. And yeah, we'll see. I know during the New York session, I was liking the longs down here at 4,600. And sure enough, we got a nice breakout on gold. So let's see if we could drift higher. We got the bottom of the hour in about 13 minutes. Traders joining us. And yeah, we're rocking. We are rocking. Let's get to the NASDAQ. We're going to watch both. Going to be watching both. Going to set this up for some trades. And let's see if we get that music going. Get to some questions. Let me know if that's too loud. Let's go. Hey, Dakota, how much would you risk per trade, and what size would you take for a 100K account with 3K buffer? Well, it depends on you and your trading style, right? A lot of traders, it really depends. A lot of traders, maybe there's a decent suggestion that I typically can recommend a little bit is you take your daily or your max loss limit, divide it by 10, right? You take your max loss limit and divide it by 10. That's kind of a rule of thumb I've given myself, but it really does depend. If the market disappear one day, Dakota, hey, if the market disappears, I got stuff lined up, but if the market disappears, we got our own problems, right? We got bigger problems. Trade micros, my friend. Yeah, trade micros, small size, wider stop. Equities are up. We got Nvidia up 0.4, Apple up 0.3. Gold is been the winner. Gold's the winner. I'm excited with this one. Kind of got my own hashtag slow markets on that. Let's take a look at the gold. Watch that. It's starting to find some buyers. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get some hashtag slow markets. I'll be watching. If you don't know what that is, if you're new, you're tuning in. What it is, just tag me on the social media, whether it's a trade setup, a trade idea, your trade station, something trading related. I review it and I'll share it here on stream. I got mine and it's a long gold. So I'll share a little bit about that. Maybe talk more in depth what I was looking like. You know, you basically, if you follow slow markets, you know what I'm looking at. And yeah, looking for gold to rally. We're starting to see that here, right now. Remember, headline risk is on the table. We got Bitcoin at 70,000 even spot, like 70,000 triple zeros. We got crude oil 93.50. So crude has pulled back off its highs. We hit $100. We hit $100 in crude during the New York session today. It was looking a little scary, and we're pulling back off of it. Gold's going to pull back before pump. Hey, we'll see. We'll see. It's the slow markets. It's the Asian session, so you never know, right? Pretty Lily. Hey, Coach Dakota. How are you? Gas is insane right now. I know. Go fill up your gas tanks. Luckily, I filled mine up last week. I don't drive too much to the gym and back. NQ looking good. V-shape recovery. I am watching gold. We're watching gold. We're watching gold. Watching NASDAQ. Man, NASDAQ is pumping. Are you north or south? We're on the west side. Midwest. Midwest. We already got some good hashtag slow markets coming in. Man, look at that rally. Ooh, it's cooking. Same with gold. Gold's cooking there too. It's kind of kind of running. Was that Zach Wilson on my Instagram? Yeah, Brian, it was. I was doing some pad work, and he showed up and he wanted to join in. So yeah, Zach Wilson joined in, got some pad work in. It was kind of fun. It was fun. Here we go. Gold just keep going. Gold keeps on going. How to trade a V recovery? Well, I mean, if you're not already in it, you kind of miss the boat, right? If we're just going to keep rallying and rallying. The ideal situation is a pullback, and then we get that continuation higher. Yeah, gold's rallying here. Yeah, here's the NASDAQ. So this is kind of what you'd look for, right? You got a rally, you got a pullback, then you look for that continuation. But the question always is how deep is this pullback going to be? Because it could, I mean, there's been a lot of times where this pullback turns into a reversal and we sell all the way off, right? That's a $1 million question. Is it a pullback or a reversal? But getting in with the momentum is always usually good. Usually good. I don't want to say always, but usually, right? What's up? Yeah, we're chilling here waiting. We got about 17 minutes to the bottom of the hour. These markets are moving already. Oh, we got music going. There's the music. Let me know if you can hear it. We got the music going. Let me know if it's too loud. Up 875 in XFA, locked out for the weekend. Nice work. And the gold, I am happy with this gold trade. Yeah, look at this. Look at that one. I guess I could share it. I'll go through, like I said, hashtag slow markets. You tagged me in that. And I got my own to share, so I might as well share mine. So I said live account. Yep, live account. Not a sim. There's nothing wrong with simulated accounts. There, as long as it's all about transparency, right? Each stage in the trading journey has its own pros and cons. Everyone that is learning should learn in a safer environment and use that as a stepping stone to get to a live account. Sometimes you struggle. Sometimes you go to a simulated account, figure out, maybe where you're struggling, get better, get back into the groove. Able to get back to a live account and start it. And I shared that a little bit where you got a sim demo account, a sim, challenge account like a combine. Then you got the simulated funded account where you can earn a payout. And then you get the live accounts. And then the ultimate end goal is your own personal account where you could get 100% from. And you're your own boss. You don't have to deal with anyone else. It's a stepping stone, right? It's a progression. Look at this gold go. Man, we already got a few good hashtag slow markets on here. You guys are trading real well. Who caught this long? Who's in this for the long? I've been struggling too long. What do you mean too long? Oh, you know what? I had a friend share a video with me on Instagram, and man, it hit hard. It hit hard. I can't share it here on air, but it was a video of a trader who, man, took 2 years struggled for 2 years, and then finally was able to get his first payout. And man, people don't realize how emotional trading can be, right? You don't realize how long of a journey it could be, the roller coaster, the psychological hurdle that it can be as well. And then you look back on it once you get your first payout, and you're like, wow. There were times that, and as this trader said, it's like, man, there's times that you wanted to quit, you failed. If I could go back in time and tell my 21-year-old self that you're gonna make it, 2 years is nothing. I mean, you want to do this as a career, you got to realize you got to take it like a career, right? Not going to be getting rich in in a week, in 2 weeks. It takes time. If you don't feel like quitting once a year, you're not doing it right. Man, I could say if you don't feel like quitting once a month, then you might not be doing it right. Yeah. Payout just the first step. Yep, payout's the very first step. Once you get to a live account, that's the beginning. That's the beginning. It's a long journey. NASDAQ consolidating here, 24,630s. We got the gold on the move. We got the gold on the move. I tilt out now and then. Everyone does. Everyone does, Charles. If you don't, you're not human. You're a robot. Everyone goes on tilt. Everyone struggles. You guys see me get emotional sometimes. Just, I missed that trade, or man, I was looking for this trade. Man, it's a pretty bad feeling when you are seeing a trade set up. You almost take it, you decide not to, or you just barely miss it, and then it goes without you. What price are you long gold? Oh, I'll share it here in a moment. You got to get to that. Maybe do we get to goal? Do we do a 600 goal? Oh, actually, you know what? It's 700. We'll get Braden. Back here on Tuesday. But you got to get to those 700. Dakota, have you ever caught yourself on the verge of tilting while live? Yes. Yep, I've caught myself not on the verge. I caught myself tilting live. Oh, look. We got Bruno in the chat. Bruno, you got your hashtag slow markets. Let me know if I can share this. Bruno trading it up. Hashtag slow markets. Let's see. Got to get better. Not the best at screenshotting. There we go. Bruno. DBA concepts keep working, by the way. Nice work, Edgy. Take a look at this gold. Yeah, I've been on tilt many times. It's frustrating. Ooh, we kind of rejected where we rejected here on gold on that pump during power hour, right? The last these 46.63s. We got the bottom of the hour in about 9 minutes. Will this turn into a head and shoulder? Is it too early? We'll watch it. Yeah, no jinx in it. No jinx, Bruno. If you share hashtag slow markets, it's jinx free. Jinx free. Yeah. Did you used to be a part of L Money Enterprise Discord? I don't know what that is. Price action last 2 days has destroyed you. Well, trade small, wide stops. When price action's not that good, you either need to adjust or just don't trade it. I've been preaching this a lot the last couple weeks. It's been the tip of the week for Topstep about, quality over quantity. No trade is also a trade. We trade, if you want to trade for 2 hours, most of that time is going to be spent sitting there waiting, watching. You hope the Shanghai dumps gold hard. Hey, enough to hit your take profit, okay? But not too much. Just a little bit. I've had to stop trading outside the New York session. A lot to learn here during these sessions. I'm here almost every night. Welcome. That's the thing, is you don't need to trade this price action. These markets, they're open 23 hours, right? You got the New York session. You can split that up. The New York Open, the New York close. You can even consider lunch. Then we have the Asian session, the London session with Aaron. We got the Euro session with D. So we got all these opportunities in these markets, and sometimes the London session, there's some really great moves overnight. London and Euro session, we see how this Asian session has been playing out here. Same with the New York session. You don't have to trade them all. You do not have to. Sometimes there's just a no trade. Sometimes there's just no trade that day. Some of the best traders I know, sit on your hands. Sit on your hands. You do not have to trade. Outlaw says, what concepts do you trade, bro? Outlaw, bro. We trade the DBA concepts, where it's simple, right? Technicals, support, resistance. We got, 3-bar reversals. We got consolidation and breakouts. Just technicals, right? Keeping it simple. Labby, what date is today? Today is the 19th. Don't worry, I'll get the date changed, adjusted. No worry. But I gotta catch them all. Hey, I've traded them all. We got the gold selling off now. All right, where are you at? Someone was wanting gold to sell off. They're getting their wish. Crude oil might pump. I'm watching. I don't trade crude. It's been a long time since I traded crude, but we are at 94. So we're getting a little bit, some buyers in there. We've walked away since I overmanaged my trades. It was a long time. All right, we'll find some buyers here. Currently find success in 3-bar reversals. Thank you, and hold my trades a little bit longer with better risk management. That's amazing to hear. I lost tonight already. Hey, there's nothing wrong with locking it up. Make sure you're always using stops and daily loss limits. We're rating. We've got just over 4 minutes to the top of the hour. Bottom of the hour. Do you trade the... No, I do not Maple Leaf. Are you out of Canada? Question mark. Let me know. Where are you from? Let's see. I haven't asked this question for a while. Where are you tuning in from? We have traders from around the world. All over. Let's hear it. It's always cool to see where everyone's tuning in from, because, here it's... What time? We got the sun out. It's like 6:30 p.m. 7:30 p.m. Central. Morocco, Canada, Georgia, Colorado, New Jersey. We got Las Vegas. I might be going to Las Vegas here soon. Yeah, Louisiana, Florida. You're in Chicago. Chicago traders from Chicago. Got Dallas, Cali, Copenhagen, Ohio, Idaho in the house. Australia, a few from Texas, Maine. Okay, look at that. Ooh, Peru. Shout out to Peru. I spent a couple months in Peru. Lima, Arequipa, Cusco, of course. Quebec City. Over there in Canada. Kazakhstan. North Carolina. Calgary. 4 away from passing my first combine. The ups and downs are real. Yes, they are. You're from the Strait of Hamas. You're around 450 miles east. Virginia. California. Philippines. Singapore. All over the world. Jamaica, welcome. Well, appreciate you tuning in no matter where you are from. We are watching these markets. The volatility. We got about 2.5 minutes. See a spike in volatility here. Looking for trade setups. We got the gold. We got the NASDAQ selling off here. So that rally just got sold off. $24,590. Bottom of the hour coming in about 2 minutes. See if we get some good movements. You live near the CME group. Ex-spy YouTuber. I know they do. Every post. Show the top looking for head and shoulders on gold and realized I was trading by my sometimes hey, have a checklist. I know it doesn't sound fun, but honestly, sometimes that will save you, right? You log in, you open up your platform, you go through a checklist like, okay, this is the right account, check. You know, what contract am I trading? Micros, minis, check. What's your position size? 1, 2, 3, 4, check. Just have a basic routine. It doesn't have to be very long. It doesn't have to be extensive. Extensive or long as you want it. But honestly, that will definitely save you. It might even a mental one, right? Because there's times where I'll find I'm on the NASDAQ when first micros. I'm in the wrong contract. I'm in the wrong account. Worst thing ever. I was trading a simulated account, testing something out. I switched to my live, and I fat fingered 15 minis. And the next thing I know, I'm like, whoa, right? Just not expecting. So it's very important, having that checklist, prevent those little details. It's just like anything. You imagine a pilot, someone who's a pilot, they have their checklist before every flight. Obviously, that's a lot different. That's really, really extensive and extreme, the checklist that pilots go through. But as traders, we should have our own little checklist that we should go through to prevent as many errors as we possibly can. I'm sure you talk about any athlete whenever they get ready to go on like a basketball game, football game, hockey game, you name it, they have their own checklist. Make sure they have their gear is checked off and ready to go. We got the bottom of the hour right here, right now. NASDAQ a little quiet. Trade, yeah, I closed the 15 minis immediately. Knock on wood, it was green. It was a green, but usually that doesn't happen. Gold still hanging out 46.50s. Kind of, we'll see here. Got this nice trend line, right? Higher lows. If we do start to break it, man, gold could easily flush back down to 4,600. Right, we can see a big sell-off here if we can't hold it. But I'd like to see gold hold for a little bit. NASDAQ, very headline sensitive. Crude's trading at right around 94. Buyers stepping in the NASDAQ momentarily. Maybe we hang out in this range for slow markets. Ooh, here's a interesting one. I like this. Dakota, what are your thoughts on the CME single stock futures coming soon? I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the individual CME stock futures. It's going to provide some interesting opportunities. Obviously, it's bringing more leverage into the markets, and
It needs to be utilized properly. Traders need to understand risks. Just more leverage on it. It could be scary. Could you imagine, a single stock future and the stock move 10% in a day during an earnings report? I don't know. I think there's going to be a period of understanding and watching and learning to see how they react, to see the volume, to see the structure. But it can be scary, right? Yeah, it's scary. Yeah, imagine that, right? Imagine like NVIDIA single stock future and earnings hit and it's a big miss. Or, yeah, it could be very dramatic playing with leverage. I mean, we just saw what metals do in extreme volatility, right? We've seen gold. We've seen silver sell off 40%. We've seen silver sell off 10% just today. And we've seen the dramatic moves in crude. And so we do see some major volatility in these futures. I think it would just be more frequent with single stock futures. I'm curious which ones they're going to bring on. I'm assuming they're going to be the bigger stocks, some of the blue chip stocks. I would never imagine them putting a very low cap single stock future. That'd be wild. So I'm curious to see what comes of it. Just more opportunities, more things to trade. I don't know. I think it's going to be like anything. Once it comes out, there's going to be, like I said, a period before any prop firm will implement it, right? As soon as something comes out, you're not going to say, we're ready. We're going to implement it immediately. Dakota, do you know how much wiggle room there is if you're about $20 away from MLL on an XFA? I went on tilt 2 days ago. I plan to try and grab 1 micro. Is the drawdown strict? I don't think I have a confident answer. I think if you're $20 away from your MLL, as soon as if you enter a trade and as soon as you lose $20, it should just lock you out. Someone says it's 50 plus single stock futures. Well, that would be a bit spicy now, wouldn't it? Yeah, 50 plus single stock futures. More ways to put money at work. More ways to lose money too. Make money, lose money. It works both ways. Someone says there's a $100 buffer. Okay, there you go. See, traders, you know it. You know how it works. Gold. Someone shouting gold. What's gold doing, Mr. Allen? Don't spam the chat. Gold's doing sideways. Gold's going sideways. Crude's crazy. Yeah, crude's at 94.26. So we're getting some buyers in crude. Hey, Mandy. Missed slow markets most of the week. Listen to you on the way home from the dentist. We'll drive safe. I know the weather is getting a lot better. When you're not trading, when you're not in front of the charts, you should be spending time outside doing something that you like, enjoy, not thinking about trading. That's one of the harder things. Gold could get a little nasty if it breaks 46.35. Yeah, if we start breaking these higher lows, then we could see a decent sell-off. Just talking about maybe a shoulder, head and shoulders pattern, but it's too early. This would be the neckline. If we do come down and start to break it, then yeah, some of these lower targets could come into play. 4,600, that's a big round number. But I'm leaning to the long side. Dame time. Yo, Dakota, I'm 4 profitable days away from my 5th payout. So how does it work when I hit 30? Do they just give me a live account or what? The process? Well, great work. Getting a payout is no easy task. But once you get to 30 days, let's just say you get to 30 days, the risk team, from my understanding, right, because I'm not part of the risk team, I'm not involved in any of their process, is they'll watch, they'll monitor you, and once you start showing that a certain level of consistency, they'll bring you live. Now, this is where there's a little bit of misinformation out there online, the risk team will only bring you live, and they make sure that you have enough money, enough capital that you could trade in a live account, right? This is the misconception. Oh, if I have $2,000, they're going to bring me live and I'm only going to have $500. Wrong. The risk team will actually give you more money when you get to live, or they'll let you keep trading until you have a big enough cushion to bring you live. So I wouldn't stress too much on that. Just focus on your process, focus on trading. If you're taking those payouts, man, that's the number one thing that matters. Trade well, take those payouts, and let everything fall into place. All right, gold holding up here, sideways. Crude, 94.29. We got 23 minutes till the top of the hour. NASDAQ, we're getting some selling pressure in here, ever so slightly. Maybe we come down and test this previous pivot around 24,560s. That could be a target, maybe an opportunity to buy the dip. We'll see. It's in the chop, right? I'm going to look at this and say this is the upper end. We got the lower end. And now we might just be slowly consolidating. And the way that these markets have been, it really has been, we get a news event, the market reacts to it. And then we wait. And then we wait. And the market kind of slows down. Then we get another news event and the market reacts. So it's been very headline-driven type market. When it's quiet, though, this market's quiet, it seems to drift higher and to the right? There's a natural bid in the equities. So, if things aren't just falling apart, they tend to go up and to the right. I want to sell the NASDAQ. I wouldn't be a seller right now. If anything, maybe some longs. We're at the lower end of this range, so maybe some buyers up to 603, maybe a retest of 615. No trade for me. Get MP to talk more on it. Hey, follow MP on the Twitterverse. That's where I get most of his stuff. That's where I get most of this stuff. Going through some of these hashtag slow markets. Ooh. We got a few good ones today, actually. We got a few good ones. A few good hashtag slow markets. I'll share mine too. Yeah, MP's active. Always enjoy MP on the socials. Yeah. Here we go. NASDAQ breaking back above 600. Would you short silver? I have not been watching silver. We did sell off 10% today. We got the NASDAQ holding this bottom of the range. Gold. We're finding buyers stepping in gold again. I like it. We got the top of the hour in about 20 minutes. It's been 2 weeks on a practice count. Haven't had a red day yet. Tweaked my strat. I feel confident in my psych and my strat. You think it's time to buy a challenge? Well, based off of what you just said, you're seeing some good success in a practice account. You tweaked your strategy. You're feeling confident. Possibly. Obviously, the more data you have and the more confident you have, the better it will be. Dakota live boxing? Not yet, but soon. You're following me on Instagram, you know I am always getting some pad work, getting some sparring in. Boxing's a lot of work. People don't realize how much cardio is involved. Like I said, Zach Wilson, he's been going to my gym during the off season. He showed up today, and I was doing some pad work, and he wanted to join. And like about 5 minutes in, yeah, you could feel it. You could feel it. It's honestly, it is a very cardio heavy sport. Very cardio heavy sport. It's like, I guarantee you, cardio by itself could beat 90% of people in boxing. Cardio by itself, if you could just out, that's it. Yeah, go a couple rounds. Don't get knocked out, and then the other person's gonna get tired. As a Jets fan, say we want him back. You want Zach Wilson back, Joey? He's been putting in the work. He's been going every time I'm there at the gym. He's there most of the time. Yeah, that's why Rocky's running so much. Yeah, boxing, putting in the road work, as they call it. 10 sets of revenge trading. Yeah, that's what you can do here. We're gonna do 10 reps of fading the trend. All right, NASDAQ. We tried to get above these 600s, rejected again. What's my prediction on how high gold could get during the Asian session? Let's break this down. So let's get through a couple of these hashtag slow markets. All right, some of these I got 3 of them. Here they are. Here's the first one. Guess who this is? This is Bruno in the chat. So not only is he a moderator, look at him. This is beautiful. That is some consistency if I've ever seen it, and it's not a lot of trades. It's just consistent. Beautiful work. Great work. Bruno in the chat. $8,000 this month. That is some consistency. Love to see it. Shout out. Always putting that work. Yeah, let's go. Precision. Hashtag slow markets. Coach CB. I just took a $1,500 payout last night. My first ever on Topstep. Congratulations. Absolutely great work. I'm going to go ahead and share that one. Great work. Slow markets. Putting in that work day in and day out. Love seeing this. Absolutely. I talked to Joe. I talked to Jay. I talked to everyone else behind the scenes, and that's always the priority. Love seeing these trade wins like that. That's so amazing to see. Cora, yeah, get Cora. He's one of the top live traders. He's on the leaderboard all the time. Same thing. Love to see traders doing better. That's what we're here for. Can I DM you my slow markets? I just don't want to post it. You can show it though. I'm fine. Sure, you can. I get a lot of DMs though. I will say this. I get a bunch of DMs, direct messages. And so if I'm not looking and I don't reply, don't get upset at me. So I get a bunch of direct messages in every single day, and sometimes I get people where they're like, man, I sent you a DM, you never reply to me. I'm like, I would, if I spent time replying to everybody, I would have no time. It'd be my full-time job. But let it be said, everybody who sends me direct messages, I absolutely appreciate it. I always love it. I get so many messages on just, hey, appreciate it, thanks, this is awesome. You know, do you do this? I'm like, sometimes I see it and I'm just like, yeah, always appreciate it. Let's just say that. Sounds like I need a PA. Be wild, yeah. Absolutely. And then, of course, let's do, I got my hashtag slow markets. Here's mine. This is my gold trade. I am long one mini from 46.11. 46.11. Long one mini. This is gold. You know, this is when gold. I took this screenshot before slow markets at 46.67. Up beautifully on this. This is a live account, not a sim. So I got my own hashtag slow markets. Let's see if we can get back up there. Dakota, do you see any setups on the NQ? I've been watching back and forth. We got the top of the hour now in about 13 minutes. Nick Zumo. No. Only send me appropriate stuff. Only send me appropriate stuff, please. Hello, traders. I'm going through some of them now. Yeah, don't worry. See, I'm going through some of these DMs, and there's like half of it is spam and scammers. Like, hey, do this as an affiliate. Hey, can you want to be an affiliate here, affiliate there? Hey, we'll pay you. You get a percentage of every affiliate sale. Affiliate this. Just so many of that. That's wild. But I got yours, Dom. Look at that. Okay, I can share this. Here, I'll share this one. Here, I'll accept this. Let's see. Does that work? No. I am the worst when it comes to screenshots or this stuff. I know some of the other streamers are just really good with Photoshop and screenshots and stuff, but I'm not. I'm the worst at it. All right, here we go. Shout out to you in the chat, Dom. Dom, I don't know. I think that's how you say it, but here it is. Payout request. $3,470 payout request, and look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Looks good. Great work. Great work. I hearted it. I love seeing it. Long NQ. NASDAQ's just chilling at 24,600. 24,600. NASDAQ chilling. I don't know what this is. Let's take a look at gold. Gold pumping. Still slowly getting stronger. We got about 10 minutes to the top of the hour. We'll see if we can see if they get these markets to move. See if there's some trade opportunities here. Remember, patience. No need to get chopped up. No need to jump the gun, hop into trades. Any of that. Patience. There you go, Nick. There you go, Nick. I got a nice screenshot. Shared that one too. Man, traders are doing well tonight. Doing really well. While we're waiting to the top of the hour. There you go, Nick. Another base hit tonight during slow markets. I am becoming the trader I was always destined to be. Couldn't have done it without the free knowledge shared by none other than my boy, Coach Dakota. 5K payout on the way. Love it. Absolutely love it. Look at the traders just trading so well. Trading so well. Patience, like Antonio. Where are those being? It's on X, 2TZ. It's on X, on Twitter. It's just all they're doing. They just tag me. They just tag me on this. and I share it. It's fun. I enjoy it. We got the top of the hour in about 8 minutes. Like I said, we're listening to some good jams, watching, looking for trades, enjoying it. Worldwide, probably needed to report some of theirs. There's a lot of bots out there. Orcs, I don't. Right here, right now. This is where you see it. This is where it's at. Yeah, nice music. Is this Wednesday's stream with the wrong date showing? Yeah, we'll get the date adjusted. Brother, your real-time trades on TV have been amazing. Up to everyone to trade their own size and have confidence in observations. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. That's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. Remember, it's not a signals class and it's not financial advice, but I'm here to just demonstrate the way I view these markets and hopefully help a trader or two out along the way. Late longs about to get trapped. What market? 1200 in here. Like live for Braun to co-host next week. We got Braden. Yeah, if we get those numbers up, I'll have Braden join us Tuesday. That was a good stream. I really enjoyed having Braden on. It was fun. Well, it seems like we're gonna watch in about 6 minutes now. 6 minutes at the top of the hour, we should see a spike in these markets. Spike in volume anyway. Volatility. Next, Andre. Yeah, we gotta get Andre. We gotta convince Andre to join us during slow markets. What happened to that other guy? What other guy? Dakota and Jay are your favorite, though. Appreciate it. Jay's my man, though. Jay's a close friend. Very close friend. Always love having him on. What happened to Baron? I think he's doing his own thing now. Try to train Muay Thai. No, I don't want to get kicked in the face. Why do I not trade oil futures? I've been focused on the NASDAQ and Gold. The back and forth flows nicely. I've been working with Coach Jay for 3 years now. All right, 5 minutes. We're starting to see volatility in gold already. We pumped up to 62, back down to 54. So these movements are coming in. This is not small. This is still very volatile. Take a look at the NASDAQ, what we're doing here in the NASDAQ. Kind of flatlined here. Process over profits. Dakota, I got a question. When is a good time to trade sim? I noticed you switched to sim last night and was just wondering why. You obviously got your own strat down. So Jay and I talked about it, right? When the markets are not setting up or it's being choppy or you're not seeing the price action that you like to see, sometimes it's better to just lock out and don't trade. If you want to just test a few things out, you could switch to a simulated account. Switch to a practice, an account that doesn't matter, and then you could trade it there. Like, for example, what last night was a great example, right? Coach Jay and I had 2 trades. I got chopped up a little bit. Jay, he ended up green on the screen, but the markets were just not that great with the way we view it, right? It might be good for someone else, but it's not great with the way we reviewing it. And just like, hey, let's just not risk live capital. We could test a few things out, and we're running a stream. We're teaching. It's better to trade a simulated account. Let's watch. We got 3 minutes to the top of the hour. We'll see if we get some good price movement here. Gold hanging out at these 50s. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ 591. Very slow markets. Maybe we can come down and break through these session lows. I'd like to see a breakdown through these session lows. Maybe we come down and test 560s. Or we just rally and come back up and test the top end of this range. You can see this is where we opened up tonight's price action. And we have not went very far. It's been very, very slow. Definitely waiting for some news, it seems like. Gold hanging around 53. We got the bottom of the hour, top of the hour in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We'll check it out. Dakota, look at gold. We've been watching gold all night. Yeah, we're back and forth. We're range bound. Very range bound right now. We'll see if the top of the hour can bring some movements. Motive Nation, what size of your personal futures account? What is the size of my personal futures account? So my personal account, I do a lot more than just futures. I do options, stocks, and futures. And size is relative. I'll just say that. Size is relative. I got asked this question, all right? I got asked this question that I'll answer here in a minute. Was what size of account should I start a personal account with? What size should I start a personal account? And I usually say that depends. But let's see at the top of the hour where this market goes. Let's see this price action. And then I'll dive in depth about that a little bit. Not the size, it's how you use it. Serial, yeah. We'll see. We shall see. We got about 10 seconds. We got gold over here on the right. We'll switch to NASDAQ if needed. Getting some, yeah, it's back and forth, back and forth. Top of the hour is here. Well, we got some sellers stepping in. Got some sellers in gold. There we go. There's that flush. Someone was looking for a flush. Let gold shake out here for a minute. NASDAQ, we're seeing some wiggles here. Hanging out just under 600. There might be an opportunity to get in long. Maybe. I might consider getting in long for a breakout. If we do hold. Breakout, test the top of the range. On the flip side, maybe a breakdown to go test 560s. Man, look at that bounce on gold. Oh, man. Gold is just running. Gold is absolutely running. Look at those buyers. Oh, yeah. Let's get it. 60s. 60s. Yeah, Coach Hoop. Yeah, what a wild bounce off those 40s. I'm happy with it. I'm gonna look for a pullback. Try and get into a long here. I'm long one. Oh, I gotta switch that to ticks real quick. There we go. Let's see if we catch a nice move to the long side. Yeah, see, let's see if we get that move higher. Let's see if we go retest these session highs. Or if they're going to fade this. If they're going to fade this, I'm got to get out. I'm not risking too much, actually. I'm not risking too much on this one. NASDAQ trading at 608. We got crude oil at 94.20. 94.20. All right, I'm going to continue to watch this gold. I might add to this position if we get some consolidation. See if we could. I'm playing for a breakout right now. I'm leaning long. I've been leaning long. We got all those buyers stepping in. We got a nice pullback. This is the question. Is it a pullback or a reversal? We don't know, right? We never know until after the fact for certain. You got indicators that could help you decide, but I'm going to lean towards this as a pullback, looking for that continuation higher. So see if we could get it. Still in range. Oh, there we go. Now I'm going to trail it up. Got a nice pivot right there. Let's get with the session highs. Let's get run to these session highs. Let's get to the 70s. Oof. The one thing is, we wish you would have added more. Wish I would have gone to a bigger size. Should have added. Yeah, should have added. I almost added on this right here. I almost added. But that's okay. That's okay. They just let this one run. Up 71 ticks. This market is very volatile. Very volatile with just one contract. See if we get pushed through these 69s. Do I ever use bookmap? I do not. I do not. See if we get this move higher. You want a short earlier? Let's watch. I'm looking for a breakout to test to these 70s. There we go. There we go. We're getting it. 5-minute candle closed right there. Yeah, slow markets are printing. We're pushing. We're pushing. We're going. Let's go gold. Just let it go. Just let it cook. Let it cook. Who's in this? Who caught a piece of this? That's the question. That's the question. You did. You did. Look at this thing go. We're printing here tonight. Look at this go. Just let her work out. See if we could break through these session highs. I'll move my stop loss when I get another pivot here. Here we go. There we go, man. 200 ticks. 200 ticks. And it's printing. The Percy account's printing. Yeah, Coach Hoop, you love gold. As do I. Maybe we see 700. 4,700. Maybe. Maybe. $700 GG. All right, I move my just under this consolidation right here. Looking at this 100 tick chart. Let's see if we get some follow through these session highs. We're back. What a move. Gold up 1.5%. All right, we're slowing down here a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and call this one. Let's get out of that. Let's flip the ask, and there we go. There we go. Slow, patience. I can't stress it enough. Patience. What's NQ doing? We got that nice bounce on NQ. Ahead. Absolutely. And now we just watch. Dinner for two. Dinner for a family right there. Close mine out. Saw a buyer get trapped. Decided to bail. Hey, see money, take money. See money, take money. Yeah, the trade's cooking. We set it up, found the direction, waited. Obviously, wish we would have gotten more. You can't get the best price. You're not going to get the best price, top or bottom. Utah Sushi. I don't know about Utah Sushi elevated. We get McDonald's and save the rest. And now we just wait, right? This is exactly what I was referring to. Is we sit here for an hour and a half watching these markets, waiting. Two decisions. The decisions are quick, and that's about it. Just two decisions. Most of the time that you guys, we're just sitting here waiting, enjoying the music, answering questions, having fun, and then trade sets up, we take it.
What a great trade, man. Appreciate it. I mean, that's what we're here for. Remember, there's our risk disclosure, but you see me trading it in the live account. Trading it in the live account in front of you. Walk through everything the best I can. And look, we're right back down. We're right back down into these 55s. Crude dunking. Crude's at 93. Yep, crude's at 93. You see it daily. I appreciate displays of valid progress. Appreciate you, Cheryl. Done. One and done. One and done. Down to a 1K balance. Words of advice. Size down. Small size. Base hits. Like $50. $50 a day. Even $100 a day. Risk. It does not take a lot. Gold might go again. Maybe this is the pullback. I don't know. That first setup was the good one. I liked it. It worked out really well. Crude dumping. Yeah, we're getting some selling off here in crude. 92.92. Should be good for equities, right? So do we see NASDAQ rallying? Oh yeah, NASDAQ. Yeah, there's the breakout trade in the NASDAQ. Doing really well. How many ticks you taking the Percy? Well, I'm still long. I'm holding it for a longer time. Like I'm long gold in the Percy. Remember, it's not financial advice, but I'm long from 611. So I'm long from right here. I plan to hold this for a few days. I was considering like maybe see how next week plays out. Maybe even hold it. I'll see if we could make a run back up to 5,000. Can we get a run back up to 5,000 here on gold? I don't know. But that's completely different than what we do here. I don't mind. Just like Jack and I, we have some good conversations about options. We have good conversations about these financial markets. And then we just jump into the day trading. You've just seen it right here, that little scalp. That has no, I guess, no effect on how I'm day trading, right? I might have a gold long. If I have a gold long on the personal account and I'm holding that for 2 weeks, that's not going to change my view on what I'm scalping, right? Or I'm trading. I took profit, right? I took profit up here in gold. I don't know what price I got, but I took profit here on gold and expecting a pullback. If we break down here, I could see my entry be retested, but there's a difference between scalping, these short-term day trades, swing trades, longer term trades. Sometimes it's good to be aware of it, right? Those higher time frames. When in doubt, zoom out is a very common saying. One thing I'm looking at right now, this can be important for both my trading aspect right here in gold. This is a big level of support, right? We tapped into it once, it became resistance. We just tapped into it again, it became resistance. So if we do end up breaking this, man, maybe we can go sell off and test lower. So I
wouldn't be against taking shorts if we do break through some of these levels. Like, I trade the volatility. Day trader first. Yeah, it's like two parts of your brain. Yeah, it's two different things. Like the stream. Yeah, remember everyone, if we could get to 700 likes consistently, I enjoy having Braden on Tuesdays. Just have him back on Tuesdays. But it's a supply and demand thing, just like starting slow markets 30 minutes early. It's got to be a community effort. If you guys really want it, you guys demand it. Show it. Yeah, hopefully get a good pump in gold before rollover. What was the confluences for the entry on gold? You know what? Let's go. We could go over that. I could talk a little bit about some long-term, or not long-term, longer-ish trade, right? We zoom out on this higher time frame. I talked about it a little bit, right? Go to the daily, and it doesn't take a genius to know that gold is in a bullish trending market, right? We've been in a very bullish trending market. We had that extreme crazy volatility to start the year. Like, that was wild in gold, just absolutely insane. And we've stayed pretty volatile, and a lot of these sell-offs in gold, they don't last very long. They've been, 2-3 days at most. And then the buyers step in, right? We've had that big sell-off that lasted 3 days, 2 days. We've had a sell-off here. We got a nice 3-day sell-off earlier, right? March 11th, 12th, 13th. 2 days of consolidation, right? 1-2 days worth of consolidation right here. And then we got 2 very big red days. Like, those, that's a big sell-off. Massive on gold. From top to bottom, 10% sell-off on gold. 5,000 ticks. $500. That's big. That's really big on gold. Nice rejection, right? Nice rejection. So I'm not expecting something like we seen earlier, where we got that rejection and we had that huge rally. That's a big rally. Hey, if I get that, that'd be amazing. I'd love to get a nice rally off of that. However, over the next week or so, I'm expecting some buyers to step in here. We got this nice level of support and resistance that we've held during that big sell-off. And so that's why I was comfortable getting into a short around this level. I'm long from 46.11, so it's right at this nice support and resistance level. If gold's gonna range, maybe we're gonna have this bigger range this next year. Maybe over the summer we just rotate and come back higher, something like that. Going into summer, that's what I'm kind of leaning towards. We still see anything can happen, but I'm not really expecting gold to just break down and just sell all the way off. Anything can happen, but we've already had an extended move. Let's see, from top to bottom, that's minus 17%. We'll see. That's kind of the idea behind this. I don't overthink this. I try my best not to overthink. That's why I say DBA concepts, right? Keep it super simple, as simple as possible. There's no complex thing that I'm using. I'm just keep it simple. Let's look, find some buyers at the same level. Maybe look for a rally up. I can manage it as we go. I mean, we're seeing some resistance here at these 46.60s. If we break out, you can see sometimes this market hesitates. I don't know where this thing goes, right? We never know, but all I can hope for is maybe some bullish market structure and it to go in my favor. The key thing is just managing risk. It doesn't matter what time frame. It doesn't matter, are you holding a trade for minutes or hours or days? Everything. It's all the same. Manage risk, keep it simple, and the more you manage risk and you run into some really good trades, you can do pretty well. You can do really well in the markets. NASDAQ dumping. We're seeing that. Yeah, we're seeing some movement. Now look at the movement here. NQ was dumping. Yeah, it's just movement. Here's your possible long. What market? What market and where's here? Thank you, Ming from Connecticut. Gold, MES, gold. Take a look at gold. Yeah, I can see what you're looking at. I get it. I can see it. Buyers maybe stepping back in again. What a week. It is Thursday night, but this is Friday's price action. Coming to the end of the week. Do we have news tomorrow? We don't really have much news tomorrow. Just headlines. Headlines have been the show, right? I will be on tomorrow morning for the market open. Tomorrow morning for the New York session, market open. It's Friday. Green on the screen. Remember, quality over quantity. Don't force trades. Don't ruin a week on a Friday. Last thing you want to do is go into the weekend with a loss after you were up for the week, and then during the whole weekend you just overthink it and ruins the weekend, right? We've all been there if you've traded for long enough. I've been there too many times where I have a good week and then I let Friday ruin it, and I just have a really shitty weekend thinking about it. It's the worst, and then you have a hard time disconnecting and spending time on what you should spend time on. That's family, friends, and living life, and you're just stuck inside your own head, right? The markets, the psychological side of trading, that can be very difficult. And I think we're in a good spot, man. I think we're in a good spot. It's been a good week. We had Braden join us. See if we get him on Tuesday next week. Coach Jay, Mondays, Wednesdays, Braden Tuesday. And yeah, I've been trying to post as much as I can on social medias. So if you're following me there, you know what it is. I had a good pad session with Zach Wilson. I don't think I could show it. I'm not going to show it on here. But it was fun. He's never hit pads before, but it was kind of interesting. It's like, okay, you're a professional NFL football quarterback, and it's an athlete, right? It doesn't matter what level you're on. If you're playing in the NFL, you have a certain level of conditioning that you typically maintain. But hitting pads for like a few minutes, you kind of realize how much conditioning on your shoulders, just hitting pads, it takes. So maybe I can hang out. Maybe I'll get with him a little bit more. I don't know. I'll ask him about trading. I'll ask him about trading. If I could bring Zach Wilson on TopstepTV, would you guys tune in? Would you guys tune in to Slow Markets? Hey, come join me. I'll help him a little bit with boxing and conditioning from the boxing aspect if he wants, and he joins me for a slow market session. Yeah, you guys would? Why would that be crazy? I don't think he trades. I don't know if he trades or not. I haven't talked to him about trading. You're actually a Jets fan. Okay. You don't think you like what the... We'll turn the chat off, okay? We don't want you guys to scare him away or have what... He deals with crap anyway. Trust me, he's on camera all the time. Crazy in a good week? Yeah. I could interview an empty container of ice cream and people would tune in. I'll see. I don't know if he trades or not. Maybe if he gets... What team is he playing on this year? Anybody know? I didn't ask him. We're basically talking about boxing the whole time. Oh, if Caleb Williams. I told him, I said, if we get him in to where he could defend himself and he gets into a brawl or a scrap on the field, say, hey, gotta get your confidence up, man. Get your confidence up in the locker room, and you could defend yourself against... I don't know if it would even work on some of these linebackers. Or, just hit him with your jab. I don't know. Won't work with a 250-pound lineman. 300-pound lineman. Self-defense, man. Yeah, that long in the gold's working out here. He plays for Miami. So is he playing for Miami this year? See you, future farmers. Futures farmer. Asia's low volatility for me. It typically is. Long GC. Long MES. Will Topstep add the stock futures? I hope so. I'm curious to see how the single stock futures play out. I think with anything, any financial firm, right? When there's something new, you want to make sure you test it. You want to make sure it's working fine, and see like how is this going to be before you implement any of it. So we shall see. I'll see everybody tomorrow morning, bright and early, for the New York Session Open. If not, it'll be Sunday night. Take care, everybody, and enjoy your Friday. Bye.